Hey guys, good morning. It's right around 6:30 a.m., 7 o'clock I think. This is Saturday morning. I wanted to come out here and just give you a morning video. Normally, you know, this is about my bedtime, and it is about my bedtime. When I finish this up, there may be a few more things I've got to do out here, and then I'll take it in the house and head to bed. But I wanted to show you specifically some morning stuff, like morning glories. I've got some that I don't sell that I guess I keep to myself. You can go into any store, you know, and buy the seeds for them, but it's a blue morning glory. But while thinking about shooting this video, it kind of hit me that this would be a really good chance, an opportunity while it's in full bloom first thing in the morning to revisit the crepe myrtle pruning. I've gotten a ton of views, and way more than I've gotten on every other video combined when it comes to my videos on one taking cuttings from a crepe myrtle video, which is awesome. Thank you guys. But if you remember back a couple of months ago, I did a video talking about the importance of pruning a crepe myrtle, and at that time you couldn't really tell the difference between the two crepe myrtles. You know, one was had a lot more dead stuff in it. I mean, you could see that it was more full, but it wasn't full because it had a lot of foliage or flowers. It was full because it had a lot of dead stuff from last year. So the one that I had pruned, because I had taken all the dead stuff out of it, I had you know, pruned it down to a smaller size, and you know, left a certain amount of growing tips on it for them to flower, and just pretty much just cleaned it up. And, you know, I didn't take too much of it. You don't want to take more than a third of the plant at a time. So it's you know, if you have a fairly large plant, it, you know, it may take a little while to get it done, a few seasons. But I'm going to flip the camera around here, and I'm going to start out with the crepe myrtles first, and then I'll show you the morning glories. This first one that I'm going to show you is the unpruned one, and it's got a few flowers on it, but you'll see here in just a second. Okay, so there she is. Not ugly, you know, not ugly, but definitely could have come out, you know, a much prettier plant this time. But again, I wanted just to show you guys, so you got a pretty good understanding of just the difference one pruning you know, can have for a plant like this. May have a little bit more flowers on the other side, but not a ton. Again, a caveat of crepe myrtles is the flowers grow from the tips, so that's why you'll see some of these really tall ones that'll have tons of flowers up top but nothing down below. Now here's the shocker. I'm gonna walk back this way, kind of do more of a reveal. Well, the sun's gonna be right in my face, but are you guys ready? I think you're really gonna get surprised. Ta-da! That is an absolutely beautifully filled out crepe myrtle. Now it's not, you know, it's a little misshapen because, again, one pruning. I just did it just to show you the amount of growth that you can get just from a single pruning. I didn't go back and, as it started to grow, kind of, you know, even out the edges so the size would be uniform all the way around, or make it into a ball or a square, nothing like that. I just wanted to leave it alone with one pruning and let you guys get an idea of the just the bounty of flowers that a pruned crepe myrtle can give you. I mean, it's phenomenal. Look at the two side by side there. Now there is light on this one, but you know, you can see unpruned, pruned, unpruned, pruned, banana plant, banana plant, banana plant. So if that's not motivation, guys, to give your crepe myrtles a little snip, I don't know what will be. You know, just pruning that one the first time, I may have spent an hour doing it, but I'm really kind of OCD. But yeah, so there you go. That's the the beauty of the crepe myrtle. Now to the morning glories. I've let them use this banana plant as a trellis to climb up. But aren't they pretty? Really, really healthy. There's, you know, a couple bad leaves right there. But what I also decided to do, you can't see them that well because they've grown, I guess, away. But I've actually let them grow up through the crepe myrtle. You can see one there. Later in the evening when, you know, this goes down, it's not real easy to see the morning glory leaves because they just kind of blend in with the green of the plant. But as the morning glories come this way, which I've had to, every couple of days, you know, had to kind of keep moving them. You can see a couple of flowers up there. But I'm going to just, I think it looks pretty cool with the, you know, this kind of burgundy, almost fuchsia, I guess. I'm slightly colorblind, so take it for what it's worth. But I thought it looked really good having, you know, these colors together like that. I mean, the red and blue. Some might even say it's a purple, but that's not a purple. It's not a Grandpa Ott morning glory. Those are pretty much true purple. But again, I've got them growing all over down here. There's droppings from the crepe myrtle. I'm gonna go ahead and let that other crepe myrtle not, I'm gonna let it stay unpruned for the rest of this year. And then I'll prune him up all good and nice like the rest of them there. But might as well give you just a little short tour in here too while I'm in here. That is my Indian summer coleus. All of those are my redhead coleuses. This is similar to a Indian summer, but it's the dragon's wing coleus. Of course, the Brits coleus. Tomato plants, tomato plants, tomato plants, tomato plants. That's the big leaf con coleus. That's a cutting from it. That's a cucumber coming out of, again, I recycle my dirt. But that's a cucumber coming out of one of the redhead coleuses. This is my main redhead coleus plant that take all of those cuttings. There's 15, 16, 18, I don't know, and however many I've already sold. They all came from this one plant. It's just some, you know, more of my little baby coleuses growing. The balloon plant, I haven't been really good this last week, and of course the trip to Florida didn't help either. But I haven't been deadheaded any, so it's it may be done blooming for the year. This is the big con coleus. I've taken cuttings from him, so his leaves aren't as big as they need to be yet. More different colored coleuses, just you know, some more of the Brits coleus there in the back. Another one of the butterfly weeds. More butterfly weeds. Butterfly bushes, whatever you want to call them. My mama plant for the purple queens, purple hearts, purple fingers, whatever you want to call them. Some caladium here. I don't remember what color lily that is. Some purslane. Some really pretty coxcomb. Just love kind of the red green kind of petals that this one has. And a similar plant. This was a fringe plant, but again, as I've told before, sometimes you can get fringe, sometimes you can get plumed. This is the same plant. I have both, you know, on it. Baby banana plant, baby banana plant. Elephant ear, another banana plant. One of my fire red cannas from last year. I didn't sell any of them this year just because I want to build up more and more stock. Some Again, guys, I've explained this before. These are not pretty looking, I know that. They're here just for seed. But these are my fringed coxcomb that have actually stayed fringed. And of course, with this heat that we've been having, I've kept everything just about under the carport in here. Pepper plants from last year, all of those plants are well over a year old, and they're still putting out peppers. I don't do anything with them. I don't even pick the peppers. They just, you know, I mean, they don't look great, but they refuse to die, which is fine. Some zinnias, some more coxcomb. I've got a really tall variety. And there's a yellow one. This one hasn't actually put out a flower yet, so I don't know what color it's going to be yet. But yeah, just some really pretty coxcomb. These are, again, these are good and tall. I don't prune them at all, just to kind of let them go nuts. And here, in comparison to the blue morning glory, that some people will say is purple, this is purple. This is the heirloom Grandpa Ott variety. Again, you can buy these in most stores. Every time before I go sell, I've got to untangle these things. Oh, stuff out here too. Whoops. This is the peppermint crepe myrtle. It has red and white flowers, red and white on each flower both. More passionflower plants. Passionflower, 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 passionflower. Lots of passion flowers. Red begonias. I've got red and white begonias. Some more of the tall coxcomb celosia. More tomato plants. Oh, and I still got some witch's money bags. There's okra, a dwarf orange marigold. What else is down through here? Another dwarf French marigold, that's an orange and red. More tomato plants. This is moonflower. All three of these are moonflowers. Just California Wonder bell peppers. Yeah, I'm still growing everything, guys. The benefit of being in the South is we get a long growing season. So even if you don't have something in the ground yet, you've still got time. Cucumbers, sweet corn. We'll actually walk out to the garden. I'll pause it. All right, and here we are out in the actual garden. It's not a big garden by any means. You know, just beefsteak tomatoes all around. That's all I've got. And I was gonna single stem them. I mean, it's cutting off pretty much all the suckers except for one, you know, to be your main growing stem, but I went ahead and did two. Just because I didn't plant as many plants as I thought I would when I sold so many at the beginning of the year. And so I just, I double stemmed all of them. So it's kind of like the equivalent of 8 plants, but I've clearly got more if I want to put them in the ground. More of my Silver Queen white sweet corn. And I'll actually do 2 batches of those this year. My strawberry patch. These started just like this. You know, I've got 3. I've got one here, and then one right there covered up with a little bit of mulch. I'll knock that one out. But I started this patch from plants from my house, because, you know, I've got a big strawberry patch at my house. Started this off with 8 plants that I brought out here. And I've clearly, you know, got probably 25. And man, are the strawberries sweet. Holy cow. Oh, they're wonderful. These are my beans. I'm just kind of letting them do whatever they want to because I've gotten so many off of it. I'm gonna probably pull them up in the next, maybe the beginning of next week or the end of this week. And well, this is Saturday, so I guess there's only one more day left, huh? But pull them up to go over here in my compost pile. That's just all grass from being mowed out here. But man, you can't go wrong with composting grass. It breaks down so much faster, and it's wonderful. Keeps it from just laying on the ground too. Sucks raking it though. But no, I'm gonna just let the strawberries come all the way out to the end here, and then when the corn's gone, I may put corn somewhere else and just let them go. These are all 4-foot wide beds, and just let them go completely to the end there. Of course, I'm making sure that if their runners come out on the sides, I'm pulling them back. Some beets. Beets aren't a huge heat lover, so I've got them under the okra, and they're doing really well. Because I dig my beds lower than the ground level, I do that because of the heat we have here. You can actually see how much lower it is. Than the side. It's about an inch and a half. There's another passionflower. But I do that so that when it does rain or when I water them, I don't mess with runoff. The water that's there will soak into the ground, and but I do dig trenches that's about 4 inches deep that runs out a little ways, and of course it's a slope, so as it gets farther down, farther back towards the field this way, towards me, it actually gets deeper, so that I keep when it gets to a certain point, the water's not going to stay there and rot the roots. But all of these are my Clemson spineless okra, and I planted them too close. I know that, but they've still been producing like just gangbusters. They've been going nuts. I've got to trim this up here, but that's cucumber hanging out there. When I pulled this leaf off the squash, this is just one squash plant, and he is huge. But I pulled a broke leaf off today. There's another cucumber plant. But again, give and you shall receive. Look, can take the dead and make new with it. So that goes in the compost pile. In case any of you actually want to see what an actual passionflower bloom looks like in person, me touching it. There we go. Isn't that beautiful? And I have tons of them now. I mean, literally tons of them. And I'm so happy because they were so hard to grow. And the hard work really paid off. Or I guess not hard work even so much as persistence. But I guess that's it. Flip it back around here, and ooh, boy, that sun is right in my eye. I'll try to get more videos up. It's been a rough last 3 weeks or so, not just because of the heat stroke, going to Florida, and then the stuff that's been going on with my dad. Oh, yeah, excuse me, with my dad. It's mentally, that kind of stuff can take a toll on you, and I'm still not recovered. 3 weeks now since the heat stroke, and I'm still not recovered. This has been the first morning that I've been able to go out for more than 10 minutes. It's been ridiculous. But any of you guys out there praying for me, I really appreciate it. I know the power of prayer works, and I believe in it completely. But I think that's it. If we can stop having these 90-degree days, I hopefully can be out more. I haven't been able to sell in several weeks now either, just because I can't get out and take the heat. So, but I will be back. I'm never too far away. I'm always just a Facebook page away or a YouTube video away. So if you get any questions or comments, if there's anything that you're interested in buying that you saw, me show today. This isn't all I've got. That's just what I've got under the carport. Like the shaded plants that don't really need to be out in the sun. I've got more stuff around on the other side and other stuff over there. But if you get any questions or comments, or you're interested in any of my plants, just let me know in the comments. Send me a message through Facebook. Matt Wiggly, Midnight Farms, Camden, Tennessee, and I will do my best to get you taken care of as quick as I can. If you like this video and you want to learn more about crepe myrtles, definitely check out some of my other videos on them. Give me a like on this. If you liked it, share it. you know, let your friends see it. There may be some useful information in some of my videos for them, and it you know, it never hurts for the channel to reach a new audience, to kind of grow a little bit more. We can always grow a little bit. But that's it for now, guys. Thanks so much for watching the video, and I'll holler at you in the next one.